Alright, chat, can we... Oh, we're good now. We got the right mic now. Oh my god. And that was an issue I didn't expect to happen. Anyway. Yeah, so... As you can probably tell, I've got a new computer today. So, yeah, I had to reinstall literally everything, including OBS and all that jazz. So, yeah. Also, just want to point out that I had no idea there was actually a box leak today until I saw Brad did an upload. So I was a little bit late to this one. But anyway, it shows how much I actually follow Duel Links at the moment. All right. Oh my god. VOD viewers are going to be so... Well, it's still a laptop, but it's 3060 in there, so... Not bad, not bad, not bad. Still a laptop, though, because I wanted a laptop. But yeah, it's got 3060 in there now, so god damn does it run smooth. Could have probably tried to get a better core or whatever, but... Yeah, stuck to an i5 because I couldn't be asked spending for an i7 when I don't really need it. Alright, so how many people we got? Are we ready to start this box review or what? 77? I don't know how many people are going to show up to this one. I'd like to start at least, we've got at least 100. I can't hear the fans anymore, it's great. Hey, I can put the mic closer if you like. You might be able to hear it then. Yeah, I got a, what the fuck is it? A Nitro 5? But there's many different variants of Nitro 5, so... Yeah, 3060, i5, Nitro 5. Fans equal bad stream. My fans are gone, no. Alright, we not people to start yet? Alright, 6 more viewers and we'll start. 6 more whole viewers and we'll go through the box. God, this better be a good... I haven't spoken a single thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Since starting the stream. Alright, I really hope this box is something exciting, because it's a mini box, so hopefully it's cheap. And if it's cheap, then I might be able to warrant spending a little bit on it. Just a little bit, just a little bit. And getting a nice couple of videos out of it. I actually managed to make my money back on my previous box, despite spending a shit ton of money. Those videos actually did quite alright, so... Should I start playing Duel Links? Yeah... No. Just play the normal Rarity Festival. It's basically Duel Links, but it's actually free. It's not even really a meme, it actually is. Alright, I don't think we're actually reaching 100 viewers. We're still 5 off. 5 off actually starting. This thing's bouncing up and down. Alright, I don't care anymore. People just keep leaving. I'm just gonna start. I'm bored. I'm literally falling asleep over here. Let me know, chat, if the stream's having any quality issues or anything, because it is meant to be on 1080p, I think, now. I don't actually know if it is. I just changed the setting in OBS and hoped that worked. So, yeah, let me know if it's messing up or something. Alright, so let's start this review. As per normal, starting at the garbage, I'm going to the good shit at the top. Should give me a heads up. We don't know what's up with the SRs. Usually means have 9 SRs, but there's 10 in the card catalog due to release time. There's 11 in the box. Okay. Well, that's... whatever. Just hopefully it generates additional hype so we can get let down. Nice. Alright. Alright. Clipper Launcher. Until the end of this turn, all normal summoned set Quill monsters currently on the field gain 300 attack, but are unaffected by other spell and trap effects. Also, their effects are negated. Right. I mean, it's kind of useful because it avoids trap effects and stuff, but I'm pretty sure you just use Forbidden like Lance over this, right? You just use Forbidden Lance over this, right? Because for one thing, this is a trap card, so it's slow as all hell. So... Searchable might be alright. But, yeah. It's good to have their effects negated. Okay, maybe. More of a reason to use it. I don't know what the cool art type does, so... Maybe it's better to use it. Can't wait for Liam to build up quills because they're pendulums. Hey, I already know they're pendulums, alright? I made the thumbnail, okay? I saw there was a pendulum. Okay. Yeah, not too exciting, a bit slow. Doesn't really help you for your first turn. So unless the deck's inherently slow, you would never use the trap card anyway. So, alright. Insect Barrier. Insect-type monsters your opponent controls cannot declare an attack. Was this a Weevil counter? Like, what? Did Weevil start playing? I didn't know there was a new Weevil buff or something in game. What was this about? Right, Rhino Bus is Rhino Bus in shambles? That's an insect, right? Do we even have any Why am I even bothering looking this up? I was like, do we even have any relevant insects? What is this? Is it literally a card that destroys all insects rather than stopping them attacking? Why don't we just use that instead? Because tier 0 Digibugs, that is a very good point. You make a good point. DNA surgery time. Oh yeah, that's the out. Alright, moving on. Cyber, oh my god, I can put Cyber Dragon in the title. Pog. Cyber Energy Shock. Oh, it's a Jinzo card. If you control Jinzo, target one card on the field, destroy it. Then if it was a trap, you can apply one of these effects. Negate the effects of one face-up card on the field until the end of this turn. Each Jinzo you control gains 800 attack. That seems really average. It'd be kind of correct. It can kind of work as a negate, right? You just set it, your opponent activates a monster effect, you activate this, pop a trap, negate the monster if you destroy the trap. But I don't know about this one. I feel like I'd prefer to just run like an actual negate. I was going to do that. Rather than one that's like specific, I guess. Oh, wait, I read that completely wrong. I didn't realize you could target any card in the field. Oh, that's a lot better than I thought. Okay, never mind, I read that completely wrong. That's a lot better than I thought. I assumed this card would only let you target back row. It lets you target any card in the field. So you can actually use this just a quick play pop, or use it for its other effect. That makes it a lot better. Like, if Jinzo became a popular archetype, there's a good chance you'd use this, but I don't really know how Jinzo works as an archetype. I didn't know it even was an archetype, to be honest. I thought it was just like a anime card Lamau. So, yeah. Okay, there has kind of the trap card, yeah, true. But the fact that it's a quick effect pop makes it a lot better than I thought initially. Still nothing too great, but yeah. So, moving on. I'm not super hyped about it. I'm not super keen on the Jinzo archetype as a thing. That's a concept. It had to be something pretty impressive to get me to actually want to play it. Alright. Laser clip. During your main phase, you can normal summon one clear monster in addition to your normal summon set. Oh, it's a field spell. Okay, I was like, did they just give it reprint double summon? Like what? Okay, it's a field spell. I mean, literally, it's just double summon. But your normal summons can't be negated, I guess. It's got that going for it. Drawing more than one of these seems bad. I mean, probably drawing any of these seems pretty bad. Isn't this a pendulum archetype? Why are you normal summoning twice in a pendulum archetype? Should you be pendulum summoning? This archetype seems really weird. Not a huge fan of this card. I don't know, it's literally just double summon. That's to be used multiple times. I'm not a fan. Especially in like, again, we're talking about Duel Links. It's a 4-card starting hand. Very little back row slots. You're playing Pendulum probably without skills. There probably isn't a character that comes with this to give you some nice skills. Like, you want your deck to be pretty consistent. This card isn't helping that. I doubt it. So, not a super keen on this, unless of course you need the field spell for its name or something. I don't know how the archetype works, so we'll see. It's pronounced Klee or a soft KC count, so it's like a laser clip. What? I'm so confused. It's pronounced Clee, but then you said laser clip. So is it pronounced Clee or clip? I'm so confused. Alright, moving on. Psychic Wave. Wave. If you control a machine monster, send one Jinzo monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Inflict single damage to your opponent. During your main phase, except turn this card into the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target... Pardon me. Target one machine monster in the graveyard, send one Jinzo monster from your deck to your hand. If you do, add the target monster to your hand. That was a whole lot of words. So you're just sending a machine to the graveyard. In the next turn, you can add back a machine monster. God, a whole lot of words for a whole lot of nothing. I mean, I don't know if there's any good machine cards to put in the graveyard for this. Is there any, like, cards you want to be sending or something? Not super... I don't know what I'm reading here. It seems pretty... It seems really bad. I don't know. 600 damage. It's like a Foolish Burial, but you have to have a Jinzo on the field, and you can't, like... I don't know. For only machines? Looks pretty bad. Alright. Cosmos Channeling. You can send one monster you control that is owned by your opponent. Thank you for the sub. That is owned by your opponent to the graveyard. What? Special summon machine monster from your hand or graveyard. You can send one monster you control that is owned by your opponent. So you have to econ something, okay? When your opponent draws for their normal draw in the draw phase where you control Jinzo, you can declare one card type. Your opponent reveals the card they draw, and if it's declared card type, you send this card to the graveyard and you do draw. What is this? What am I reading? What? You can send one monster you control that is owned by your opponent to the graveyard. That's so specific. Despair or summon one machine monster from your hand or graveyard. What is this? Some weird enemy controller stealing stuff? This is go to the Jinzo XCs. Oh, so there's a Jinzo XCs that steals stuff. Okay. Okay. So it's for a card that's later on. Alright. I'll wait to the card later on to review whether or not it's worth using this. Alright. Everlasting Alloy. If you control Jinzo, activate one of these effects. All machine monsters you currently control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects until the end of the turn. Okay, not awful. Although the main removal in this game right now is what, Book of Moon? I guess it avoids Treacherous. Okay. When a card effect is activated, the type of machine monster you control negate. Ooh, that's a bit. Ooh, it comes with both of them. Ooh, actually a good card. Okay. So that protects the Jinzo from a lot of shit. And it's a quick play, actually. It's so good. Okay. Actually a good card. I assume the Jinzo list will probably run this, I imagine. Seems pretty good. Fat protection for your Jinzos, or your machines. Not bad. Do need to control a Jinzo for it though, so I hope summoning this Jinzo is worth it. This definitely isn't going to make the archetype, because it's only protecting your monster that might be garbage right now. We don't know yet. Have to wait and see. Alright. White Mare. Okay. Oh my god, it's a Skull Servant card? This card's name becomes Skull Servant while in the graveyard. You can discard this card, then activate one of the following effects. Target one of your banished Skull Servant or White Mare, return it to the graveyard. Target one you're banished, the Light, Guardian Right, or King of Skull Servant, special summon it. Did it have a Skull Servant banished? Gold Sarcophagus combo? I guess. Gold Sarc, banished King of the Skull Servants, discard, special summon it back. There you go. How else do you banish in Skull Servant? I don't. This one doesn't seem all that great. This is some consistent combo that I don't know about where you banish the cards or whatever. I don't really know of any though. I thought it was a mill deck. You just send a bunch of shit to the graveyard, not have things banished. You can play like a Chaos Engine in there or something. Their effects? Oh, the Skull Servants just banish it. King banishes? Alright, let me actually read up on this archetype. Skull Servant. What does he do? 100. When this card's destroyed, I bounce into the graveyard and you banish one of the King's Sons and gave it spirit summon this card. Oh, okay. Right. So it's like a card you use after your king's been beaten up? Don't know about that one. Alright. I mean, it can be a cool little combo, I guess. I don't know. Still not enough to make me think, wow, this deck is now going to be playable. So we'll move on for now. Alright, Electric Virus. You discard this card to the graveyard and target one machine or dragon type monster your opponent controls. Take control of that target until the end phase. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's too specific. It's like a side deck card in a format where we don't have side decks, so irrelevant. But hey, if it became a tier 0 dragon or machine meta, you could run 3 of this. But you'd have to be a tier 0 meta, otherwise you're not running this. You'd have to be every single ladder game you came across a dragon or machine to warrant running this. Yeah, take that, Blue Eyes opponent. Finally, we can cleanse Duel Links of the Blue Eyes players. We can get rid of them finally. Take those filthy dragons out of here. Buster Blader support. Hey, DNA surgery, poggers. Alright. Don't talk so much, just play, bro. What do you just... It's a box review. What do you mean play? What do you mean? Alright. Oh, website's having a seizure? Oh, there we go. Okay. Fenrir. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be special summoned by removing from play 2 water monsters in your graveyard. When this card destroys something like battle, as well battling your opponent skips their next draw phase. Definitely a meme card, but could be a very funny meme card. Could be a very funny meme card. If Duel Links replays were still popping off on YouTube, maybe people would actually run this for a meme. But we're not running that. Moving on. Oh, can I zoom in? Can I zoom in, boys? You're gonna let me? Oh shit! Oh shit! A big boy. All right. Protected by a tough shell, this master of the sea attacks its energy with toxic bubbles. Oh my god. This man blows bubbles at you. Damn. He's a sea serpent and a turtle. That card's insane. Like 2,000 attack? That's a lot for a normal monster. We don't normally see extreme ratios like that. Oh my god. Bubble Man in shambles. God damn. What even is this thing? Who drew this? What Konami employee actually had to draw this? The poor guy. Squirtle on steroids? I don't think he's doing steroids. He's probably doing crack cocaine. If we're talking Squirtle on drugs at this point. Can we get something actually hype for Duel Links? What do you think this is? This is like the most hype I've ever seen for Duel Links right now. This card right here. Who made this creature? Who hurt you, artist? Who hurt the artist that made them draw this? Alright, moving on. Moving on. Alright. QLIPHORT Cephalopod. Why is it the pendulum cards with the dumb names? Alright. You can only special summon cool monsters. This effect cannot be negated. All monsters opponent controls lose 300 attack. Right? And it is a scale 9? Okay. You can normal summon this card without attributing. If this card is... Okay, it's 2800. If this card is normal summon attributing or special summon, its level becomes 4 until it returns to 1800. If this card is normal summon / set, it is unaffected by activated effects from any monster whose original level / rank is lower than this card's current level. It is normal summoned or set, so I guess the attribute summon, it's pretty nutty. What level is it? Level 7? When this card is tribute summoned by tributing a quill monster, you can activate this effect. If your opponent has more monsters in their graveyard than you do, you gain life points equal to the difference times 300. I mean, this might have been a pretty funny card of life point, not life point, the skills still existed that you could use to bump its level up permanently, but they don't exist anymore. So not super keen on it. It's not a bad card, I guess, but I mean, you can probably pendulum summon it out. If you just pendulum summon it out, it's pretty nutty. Actually, it's not even that nutty, because it hasn't got its immunity effect if you do it that way. So it's only if you tribute summon it out, basically. Yeah. I mean, the scale is kind of nice, so maybe use it just for its scale, I don't know. Alright, QLIPHORT Shell. Same effect, same scale. You can normal summon this card without tributing. If this card's normal summon, blah blah blah. If this card normal summon / set is unaffected by effect of monster effects. Oh, same effect, okay. If this card's normal summon by tributing a quill monster, it can make a second attack during each battle phase, and if it attacks the defense vision monster, inflict piercing damage. That one's a bit better, okay. Alright. This one's looking a little bit better. This one's actually a 2800 beat stick with piercing damage that can attack twice. And is unaffected by monster effects. Potentially. Depends on what monster. And it's level 8, it's a high level too. Alright, that one's a little bit better. Still not saying it's that great though, because I don't know how the rest of the art type works, so... And we are only in the normal section, so maybe there's some better cards than this, but... If I was going to choose a scale 9 from these two, I think I'd use this one. This one seems okay. Like, actually playable. Alright. Imperial Tombs of Necro Valley. When a spell card, trap card, or monster effect is activated, while both a Gravekeeper monster and a Necro Valley are on the field, negate the activation if you destroy it. Ooh. That's pretty good. I don't actually remember how Gravekeepers work at the moment. Do they actually have a consistent way of getting Necro Valley? They have a search for Necro Valley, right? That isn't just the end of turn fusion monster? Because he's on the end of turn, right? I forgot how you are. Necro Valley. Is it only this one that can do it? Is this on the end of turn? Oh, they have a new one in this box? Oh, okay. Because that'll make this card actually really useful if it's search or he doesn't know. Because if you can just easily get a hold of a Gravekeeper card, place this card, you just got an Omni Negate Trap card. That's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's anything game breaking at the moment though. Kind of depends. Because like in Duel Links, negates can like just be like using a negate or just using a Book of Moon generally are like it's like a toss up. I think it's the same in Master Duel. Like you're not going to use Solemns a lot of the time. Most of the time you just use like hand traps and shit, like stuff that's impactful during going second as well. So obviously this card isn't very useful going second, but then again it's probably the whole Gravekeeper archetype as a whole, right? So definitely not bad though. I assume since it has Necro Valley in the name, maybe there's some kind of search for it or something. If there is, that makes it even better. But definitely not bad. Just a nice little Omnia gate you can run. Alright. Sacrifice. Whatever that is. Equip another, of course, it's another Pendulum Quill card that's hard to pronounce. Okay, equipped to a monster. It gains 300 attack and cannot be destroyed by battle. This equipped monster can be treated as 2 tributes to tribute summon of a cool monster. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 cool monster from your deck to your hand. Right, so it counts as a search if you're tribute summoning. Which, by the looks of these guys, you do want to tribute with the art type. I don't know how the rest of the art type goes, but that is a search. It's a joke on sacrifice? Oh god. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at the rest of the cards yet, but if we're doing guaranteed tribute summons, this card is probably going to be used. It will just be a search then, right? So we'll see. I had to wait to see the rest of the cards, I think, if we want to actually use this or not. It's only a search after you've done like your tribute summon though, so it doesn't like help you search for the monster you want to tribute summon, if that makes sense. So if you have like a particular boss you want to summon or something, it doesn't help you search for it. So I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Gravekeeper's Servant. Your opponent must send 1 card from the top of their deck to the graveyard to declare an attack. It's like not relevant, right? Vampire support sends cards from your opponent's deck to the graveyard. Doesn't that activate some vampire abilities? Oh my god, vampire support. Yeah, no, we're not using this. We're not using this. Moving on. Alright, Law of the Cosmos. Your opponent can set 1 trap directly from their hand or deck to their spell and trap card zone. Okay. And if they do, special summon 1 JINZO from your deck. Otherwise, add 1 JINZO or 1 monster that specifically lists that name in its text from your deck to your hand. Wait. That actually sounds really good. Wait a minute. Huh. Wait, that actually just sounds really good. It just summons a JINZO from deck. Is that literally just summon a JINZO from deck? Is that all? It's like that's just good then, right? Like the funny thing I see about this card while I'm reading it is like, huh? So you mean we could just summon JINZO using this card? We could use it as an engine, right? Like this card just becomes an engine card for our game now. This is a special summon at level. What's JINZO? Is he 5 or 6? Only if your opponent sets a trap. Oh, so it's a choice to set the trap. Oh, okay. I thought it would force them to set a trap if they owned a trap. I thought that's what it meant. And the other part was if they didn't own a trap. Oh, so they get to choose. Okay. Oh, that makes it a lot worse then. But a search card is a search card. And there's plenty of cards that... Yeah. There's probably plenty of JINZO support cards now, so that's pretty good. That's a really good card. This is a 3 of in your JINZO deck. Okay. Actual support for JINZO that gets me hyped. The rest of the stuff seems pretty average other than this card up until now. But this card? Banger. Alright, moving on. White Prince. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send 1 Skull Servant and 1 Lady Right from your hand or deck to the graveyard. You can banish 2 Skull Servants and this card from your graveyard. Spirit summon 1 King of the Skull Servants from the deck. Oh. So you can Neos Fusion, send this boy to the graveyard. Then when he's sent to the graveyard, you can send 1 Lady in White and 1 Skull Servant. Isn't Lady in White count as a Skull Servant in Grave? Doesn't she? Alright, just spell a name. Does too. So you can Neo's Fusion, get out your thing on the following turn. Summon your King of the Skull Servants on the following turn. But it would have pretty low attack though, right? Because of you no longer have... My god. Right, stupid. There it is. Yeah, so it only counts cards in graveyard though, so you still have to get more on graveyard with its attack stat though. Okay, I mean it's a great card. Very good card for that art type anyway. I don't see any like mill cards for the art type though, so we're still trying to rely on things like a Light Swan, which seems pretty sus. Not bad though. Read the card next to it to make sense. Oh, it's got another card that works with it? Okay. Why this card's don't become spell zone when it's in the graveyard. If this card is normal or spirit or summon, you can send one white prince from your deck to the graveyard. Oh, okay, that makes it easier. During other players' turn, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. All monsters currently on the field lose it to their own level times 300 until the end of the turn. Okay. There's a put a Skull Servant in your grave too. Okay, so this card can mill this one and it'll activate its effect, give you your boss monster. Damn. Okay, this deck's kind of coming together actually. Is this a once per turn? Oh my god, it's not. So could I... So if I used white prince or princess over here to send the prince, can I then instantly just summon the boss by banishing the stuff it sends? You can, right? This card on its own is enough resources to summon the boy out from deck. Because if it is, that's kind of amusing, because then you could just activate Neo's Fusion afterwards, send another prince, and send another 3 cards to the graveyard that all trade a Skull Servant. So you could literally just, this guy, send this guy, summon your boss, Neo's Fusion, send another white prince, send 2 more boys to the graveyard, and then you just have... Because this isn't a once per turn, right? So if it's not a once per turn, you're going to send another 3. So you can Neo's Fusion, have a 3k attack monster, tribute this 4k attack. With a Neo's boss monster on board as well, which is kind of nuts. It's kind of interesting. That's only a 2-card combo too. You open this, and you open Neo's Fusion, and you have that combo. That sounds pretty fucking... That sounds kind of nutty. Sounds pretty nutty. Instant 4k attack monster with Neos on board. Or 3k attack and this 1600 attack if you want it. That is not bad. Not bad. I mean, Neo's Fusion, that's a lot of garnets. It would be a lot of garnets, true. But if you're playing Skull Servants, you're playing some kind of like mill deck. There's a good chance you run a fairly hefty deck size anyway, right? Like if you're playing some kind of like Light Sworn Skull Servant list, you could probably stick a Neo's Fusion in there. Because it's a fairly hefty deck list anyway. Then you have a chance of milling the Neos, and you're like, oh well, fuck. But that's just an idea. There's probably plenty of other ideas for this combo. This card seems actually... This little combo actually seems really nuts. Probably not... I don't know. That seems pretty nuts, but you are just summoning a 4k attack monster that does literally nothing. Has no protection without the Lady in White on board or whatever, so... Might not be good enough? We'll see. This is Duel Links, so maybe in Duel Links this deck will actually be playable. Maybe. So we have some hope for it, alright? Psychic Bounder. If this card is no more spell or summoned, you can add 1 JINZO or 1 spell and trap card that specifically lists its text from deck to your hand. When another monster you control is attacked by an opponent's monster for damage calculation, you destroy both the attacking monster and this card. So it's just a searcher? Okay. I mean, searchers are good, but it's only good if there's something worth searching for. So this searching this probably doesn't do a whole lot. So I think we're waiting to see maybe some other stuff. Hopefully there's some other stuff later on that's worth searching. Because just half-assed just searching a card to hand is not that useful. There's nothing to actually search with it. But we'll see. We'll see. So this card is actually not that bad. It just relies on having a good card to search for. Because I don't think there's that many good actual JINZO cards in game at the moment. Well, it protects itself. True, it does actually protect itself. But only from destruction, right? Not from...
Card games on motorcycles!
Yeah, it's only when it's destroyed by specifically a battle. Which makes it pretty... yeah. It doesn't really protect itself. Because who's going to be trying to destroy this by battle in today's day and age? He's going to destroy it with a card effect. Or just flip it face down and then hit it in defense position. Not super hypey. Kind of needs other stuff with it. Unless you're going with some just like OTK deck, which then go right ahead. Just hope your opponent sets the trap, true. Alright, where are we up to? Reflect Bounder. Before damage calculation, if this card is being attacked by an opponent's monster and was in face-up attack position style damage step, inflict damage to your opponent. Don't care. QLIPHORT Helix. Okay, same effect. You can same effect. If this card's normal summon set is unaffected by same effect. Okay, if this card is tributed, you can target one spell a trap card on the field, destroy it. Okay, so you could set this out with a pendulum summon, then tribute summon your boss on top and destroy a spell and trap card. Not that great, considering you'd want to do the destruction of the spell and trap card like before you summon your boss. Otherwise, you're just gonna be like tribute summoning, they activate their trap card in response, and you'll be like, oh, all right, well that was a waste of time. So not too great. Hoping for something a bit better than that. Maybe. There might be some other tribute effects in this deck, by the way. So I don't know how the rest of this art type works. Maybe there's some other, like, hey, tribute this from deck, destroy back row kind of effect or something. I don't know. So, we'll see. You can always summon this card, same effect. When this card is tribute summoned by attributing a Quill monster, you can special summon 2 Quill monsters from your deck, but destroy them during the end phase. Okay, and it's a scale 1. That's pretty good. Good scale. And summons 2 boys out. So you can make yourself an Xyz monster as well. Because no like... oh no, you can only special summon Quill monsters. So unless there's an Xyz Quill monster? There's an Xyz Quill monster, might be alright. Because you can just use it for a fat OTK too. You just summon this dude and summon 2 other 2800 attack monsters. Just try to beat your opponent to death. Okay. With the field spell, summon your boss. Alright, well, so far, it's still a pendulum deck, so I don't really care too much about it, so I'm kind of wanting to move on. That's my assessment. They made a 3rd one? What? They actually made a 3rd one? What the hell? The Legendary Fisherman 3. Can't make the 3rd one. Cannot be normal summoned or set, but spirit summon from your hand by attributing 1 the Legendary Fisherman. When this card is spirit summoned, you can banish all monsters your opponent controls. Also, this card cannot attack for the turn. Oh. Cannot be destroyed battle or card effects. Also unaffected by spell or trap card effects. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Cannot be destroyed battle or card effects. Also unaffected by spell and trap effects. Huh. Once per turn, you can return as many of your opponent's banished cards as possible to the graveyard, and if you do, the first battle or effect damage your opponent takes this turn becomes doubled. Huh. Like, this card is actually not bad. What the hell? Poggers. Still affected by monster effects, true. But he can't be destroyed by card effects at least. So if your opponent doesn't have any in-archetype banish or in-archetype negate from monster effects, they will struggle. Not really sure what decks this is referring to though. what decks don't have any in-archetype stuff? I mean, Harpy still exists, right? Because this game decides just to not have a ban list. Smile. Don't think Phantom Knights have any. Harpies are cringe. Buster Blader. Don't. Oh no, because you can turn it into a dragon with the synchro. Magnets probably don't have. Oh no, they have the negate that targets Ritual Beast. They have a monster effect that returns the hand. Oh god, every deck here actually has removal for it. Every deck here has removal for it. Feels bad, man. Every deck has removal for it. No. Well, it was a good try, Mr. Fisherman, but I'm afraid you just didn't quite make the cut. It was close. He was nearly playable. Pog free gems. Hey, maybe you want to spend them on this box. Maybe. You have to spend some of those free gems eventually. Damn, this card's kind of fun though. There's probably some fun meme decks you can do with this. And in all honesty, like if you summon this with like Sea Stealth Attack or something, you can probably just kind of dick around with it. I don't know. Alright, Amazona's Pet Tiger. Amazona's Monster plus Pet Tiger, or Amazona's Tiger. Once per battle, if this card attacks during damage calculation, you can make this card gain 500 attack during that damage calculation only. If your Amazona's monster attacked an opponent's monster after damage calculation, you can target one phase of monster your opponent controls, it loses 100 attack. Monsters your opponent controls cannot attack Amazona's monsters you control except this one. That it? Hey, that's it? So you're telling us we have to run Polymerization to get this to work. And we have to run... Wait, is Tiger not even run? Isn't Tiger the shit one? Let's run this. Tell me I put this card in my thumbnail? I have to run that card for this. I put this in my thumbnail, guys. Oh, does the baby treat as Tiger? Does it? Oh. Hey, it does too. Okay, okay. Playable now. Still don't think I'm running Polymerization for this though, so unless there's some in-archetype fusion shenanigans. Okay, because we're definitely using Baby Tiger. We're definitely using this card, so... It'd have to be some in-archetype fusion shenanigans. I'm definitely not running Polymerization for this card. Definitely not. Master, yeah, you'd use your skill slot for this thing. Instead of like holy, what is it, holy, I forgot the name of the skill. The holy one where you just don't take damage for swinging in with this card. Swing in with this card, make your opponent banish something. We're just using Holy Guard. We're not using Master of Fusion for a fucking Tiger, okay? Let's be real here. Alright. Oh god, can we get over this art type? I'm really bored of it already. You can always summon this card. Okay, what's its effect? You can target one card on the field, return it to hand. Your opponent can't activate cards. Okay, not a bad effect. You attribute it, return Slain to hand. Cool beans. Any questions? Can I move on? It's a good effect, alright? You attribute it, it gets to return Slain to hand. What more do you want? Alright, what more do you want? I'm already falling asleep reading these pendulum cards, I'm gonna be honest. Alright. Echo Oscillation. You can target one card in your pendulum zone, destroy it, then draw one card. You can only use effect once per turn. Okay, I mean, there's some pendulum decks that like being destroyed. But this is a trap card. So not too keen on this.
Card games on motorcycles!
Oh yeah, another pendulum card, so Z. Thank you for the sub, Wen Shin. Thank you, buddy. And Velak. And if you're not sub, by the way, guys, just point it out because we just reached the SR section. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way, you know I do these box reviews. When I know you do, wait, blah, blah. When you know I do these. What am I saying? So you know when I do these box reviews, when you know I do these streams, so you know when I do box openings, all that kind of shit. And yeah, actually upload content based on this box. Holy shit, that was the worst shameless plug I've done in a while. Alright, moving on. Oh my god, it's Pot of Greed. Pot of Riches. Shuffle, for fuck's sake. Shuffle 3 pendulum monsters into the deck from your graveyard and or face up from your extra deck. Then draw 2 cards. You cannot spell a summon the turn you activate this card except by pendulum summon. I mean, it's not that bad, really. Actually isn't that bad. Not great either. A lot of pendulum decks do actually like to use their normal summons. I guess you actually still can. Actually not that bad. Actually not that bad. If you have a deck that can easily put stuff in extra deck, or does so easily, which a lot of pendulum decks like to destroy their own stuff, that's a draw 2 right there. I'm not really sure what I don't know. Not really sure where you're going to run this though. Not sure we're going to run this. I won't be running it because once again, pendulum card, and we know Keck W. Alright, moving on. Finally, an exciting card. Amazonas Village. All Amazonas monsters gain 200 attack. Once per turn, when an Amazonas monster destroys a battle or card effect, it's into the graveyard. You can special summon one Amazonas monster from your deck with a level less than or equal to the monster in your graveyard. So this is really good because it combos really well with the trap card. It's not even a once per... Is it once per turn? Oh, it is a once per turn. But yeah, combos quite with the trap card because you self into your monster in, then summon one from deck. To be fair, it's not super useful because normally you'd have Queen out most of the time anyway, so your board doesn't die by battle that often. So it's only really good for protection against card effects. But it's kind of good for just summoning your Queen out or something, right? You use this to summon the Queen out. It's nothing super exciting though. You can probably run this in your... Yeah, the Queen negates battle destruction anyway, so... yeah, that kind of negative synergy with this card is the point. But then again, you could use this card, like I said, to get the Queen out in the first place, so... I don't know, I feel like Amazonas is at a point where it's not that great of a deck anyway. It's not terrible, but it's kind of playable. If you kind of want to just stuff this in there, you kind of can. Your Princess already summons? Yeah, I know. But you don't always draw Princess, right? So it's just another option. It's just another way to summon the Queen. Yeah, we don't really need it. Because it's, like I said, negative synergy with Queen itself, which is kind of weird. But I guess it does have some niche stuff with... I know, like, would you prefer to run... In your Amazonas deck, would you prefer to even run... Oh, wait. Wait, isn't Queen level 6? Does this have a level 4 restriction? Oh yeah, because that's be. I guess there's no Queen there's no level higher, right? Yeah, you're right. And you can't even summon Queen with this then. Damn, it really doesn't have many uses. And the target for Princess? You can search for it, I guess. Just a one of. I guess it just becomes a one of in the deck then. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Why did it take so long for this card to be released? I mean, you probably run it as a one-off just because it's searchable. You definitely wouldn't run more than one of it. You definitely wouldn't. It's literally negative synergy with the Queen. I don't know. It's not awful though, I guess. I think it's probably just going to be a one-off. One-off searchable. I reckon. Alright. JINZO Layered. 2 level 6 monsters, so it's technically a generic. Okay. You can detach one material from this card and tie one face-up monster your opponent controls. Take control of it until the end phase, but it cannot activate its effects, nor declare an attack. If a trap is on the field, you can create one monster, and if you do, destroy one face-up card on the field. If a trap is on the field, does that count for... Because you don't know what your opponent's got, right? But does that count if, like, you just have a trap set? Then again, you're playing traps in a JINZO deck. The draw monster you do, destroy a face-up card on the field. This counts if you just have a set trap card, right? I assume. Or does it actually not count? Because your opponent can't see it. Because it doesn't work if your opponent has a face down, right? And you don't know what it is. It has to be a face-up trap, I assume. You see the skill leaks? I'll check them out in a second. So bad? I mean, it's not that bad. It doesn't count if you have a face-down trap? Oh god. I mean, to be fair, you wouldn't be running trap cards in a JINZO deck anyway, right? So... I mean, there was that card we saw earlier. So you summon this, which is pretty hard already. It's 2 level 6s to summon this. Then you can combo it with the this thing down here. The special summon a machine straight from hand or deck. So this card plus this card is like a combo. And this card is searchable pretty easily by other stuff, I guess. Trapped in public knowledge? Cringe. Can't we just do what Infinity players do and just pretend? Why is it that Infinity players are allowed to set cards and pretend they're actually spelling trap cards and we can't? Come on, man. It's messed up. Thunder Dragon support. I mean, you can also use this as just a monster that yoinks a monster to hit your opponent for 2400. You can just do that as well. I mean, if you like. Not a whole... I'm not super excited for it, though. I mean, he's a pretty powerful Fatesman combined with this, but you have to get out 2 level 6s for it, and then have this in hand. So it's like a... And if you can find like a 1-card combo for it, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Probably better ways of playing the game than this weird JINZO thing. God damn it, why'd they have to stop at this card being the only good JINZO card, huh? This card was so good looking. What happened? Alright, does set trap count? No. Apparently not. Skill leaks explain it, but that's for later. Okay, I'll check out the skill leaks later then. Or after this, after doing the box review. Spirit Reaper. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, after solving a card effect that targets this face-up card, destroy this card. Okay. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by direct attack, discard one random card from their hand. Okay, so why is this an SR? So why is this an SR, guys? He wants to put their hand up in chat and give us the explanation. Why is this an SR? There's one pretty good reason I can think of as to why it's an SR. No, it's not because it can't be destroyed at battle. No, I don't think it's because it's a classic card. No, I wouldn't say it's for nostalgia. There it is. Cone money with a bunch of dollar signs. That's it right there. This is the card you get when you open your packs and you're like, fuck. That's not the SR I was looking for. This card is a good old fuck you to the player base. Why is it an SR? So cringe. Alright, moving on. Gravekeeper's Commandment. You can discard this card to discard Search Necro? Oh, dude, I thought it'd be a bit more restricted than that. Oh dear. Oh god, Necro Valley just became extremely searchable. Like, exceptionally searchable. You could literally run this as index that are not just Gravekeeper if you wanted to run Necro Valley that badly. Ooh. Ooh. That is fucking naughty, dude. Ooh. 6 copies, yeah, 6 copies in a 20 card deck. That's literally, by the way, 6 copies is going first is a, I think, was it 60% chance to open? 65 or something? Let me look it up real quick. Okay. What's OBS showing? Okay. Let me have a look real quick. 24 cards. Wait, it's much higher than that actually. What am I saying? It's like 80% chance. There's 80% chance to open Necro Valley when you've got 6 in deck. Oh my goodness. And that's going first. 80% chance open Necro Valley. Huh. It's 9 copies? Use Throne. Oh my god, because Throne can search for this if you want to. Oh, so it's basically 100% open Necro Valley if you want it. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's gross. That is so gross. Oh, that is gross. Oh, I can't believe they added this actually. Oh, that is so gross. But that's that. To be fair, that one's only a you'd only be doing that in Gravekeeper. You probably wouldn't be doing it outside. But whereas I'm thinking you might be able to, if you wanted to run Necro Valley badly, you could just run this card. God damn. Wonder how the actual wonder how the actual Gravekeeper deck's gonna do after this, because that's it's a pretty significant buff for it. What's that stupid card that just says, no, you can't do anything? How's that activate again? It's one really annoying Gravekeeper card, right? This one. How's this activate? Activate only if you control, if both a Gravekeeper's monster and Necro Valley are on the field. Neither player can special summon. Basically 100% chance to open Necro Valley. Huh. Oh, that's gonna be a bit rough, or if you go second. Hope you open Cosmic, smile. Yeah. Hope you open Cosmic. I guess, to be fair, Book of Moon would work too. So there's quite a few ways to deal with it. There are quite a few ways to deal with it. Just Cosmic Cyclones, Book of Moons, that kind of stuff does kind of, you know, or MSTs. Oh yeah, the best part about Gravekeepers being meta is Thunder Dragon might actually fuck off. That would be great. Do you think Gravekeepers will be meta? I do think there's a good shot at it with this kind of stuff. Necro Valley, okay, so you guys have to understand the actual power of just Necro Valley as a card. Necro Valley is very strong as a card. Like, what's the current best deck in the game? Isn't it Phantom Knight? It doesn't Necro Valley just fucking roll Phantom Knight? Like, it just decimates the poor archetype? You get one shot at removing it when you summon your first Xyz, and if you don't get rid of it with that, you're just doomed. It just nukes. It just nukes Phantom Knight. Like, it's actually just such a strong card in general. Can't use Magnet Warriors, that gets nuked. Abyss Actor will probably be fine. Harpies will probably be fine. Actually, Harpies can't use their draw spell, which is kind of nuts. Buster Blader gets completely decimated as well, because they can't banish their trap card, right? And Ritual Beast, I don't think does much from Graveyard. Does a little bit. Yeah, it actually nukes the rest of them, though. I think Harpies is probably fine from it. But that's just like one card nukes those archetypes. This isn't counting for the fact that you run other stuff in your deck. You know? So, like, another good example of how strong Necro Valley is that Black Wings, before we had the new Xyz monster, they'd have no turn 1 play. So you'd literally just summon Ancient Fairy Dragon, search for Necro Valley, and that would be your turn 1 play. And a lot of the time, a 3000 defense monster with a Necro Valley on board just wins the game. Your opponent can't deal with it. If they're a Grave deck, they lose. A lot of decks can't even kill you through, like, just can't kill you through that, so you could just keep playing the game normally. So, like, being able to search Necro Valley is pretty fucking huge. Yeah, this card alone is probably the most exciting card I've seen in this box by far. It's actually super exciting. I'm curious to see how good Gravekeepers are after this. I'm very curious to see. In Duel Links, like, because they're already okay in Duel Links. I would look up top decks, but I think nobody uploads to this website anymore for Duel Links, do they? It's like fucking 4 decks on here. There's like 4 decks. Is there any Gravekeepers in here? Any Gravekeeper players? Nope. It's not a bad deck anyway. Very curious to see how well it will do though. This guy's going to be a 3-0, of course. Alright, moving on. That's enough looking at that. It's enough looking at that. Alright. Direbound Colonel. When this card declares an attack, it gains 600 attack. Quick effect. You can target one face of monster your opponent controls. It loses attack equal to this card's current attack until the end of this turn. You can then banish this card until the standby phase. Why is this man's penis alive? Sorry, I got no better way to word that. What is going on there? What is this, like, waste of money stuff, though? Absolute complete waste. Complete waste. One of... Don't even know if people are going to run this, and I don't think people are even going to run this either. It's a lot of kind of trash in this fucking SR pool. Holy. That's so garbage of an SR pool. What the fuck? Yes. That Zork's dong. Oh, shit. Didn't know he was that well hung, not gonna lie. Is it because it's Ace Monster, is it? Oh god.
Card games on motorcycles!
What you'll get with the SR sales, fuck's sake. Alright, moving on. The card after Colonel's insane, okay. Pendulum card. You can also spell on once per turn you pay 100 life points, add 1 monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, nice search, very poggers. And then just a bunch of booting in replica mode. An error has occurred while executing C Sophia Zephyra.exe. Unknown publisher. Allow C Torterra? QLIPHORT.exe. Yes, no. Booting in autonomy mode. Alright, so it's just a scale that searches. Wow. That's really cool, guys. Fantastic card. Brilliant. Why are you excited about pay 800 for? Why are you excited about that? Why is the minus 800 getting exciting for you? Can't even activate skills off of that. Come on. Minus 800 Keg W. That's all I'm saying. Alright, I'm gonna say I don't actually care because I'm really over reading pendulum cards at this point. Oh, it's a meme? Okay. Oh my god, another one? Bro, can we get past the pendulum cards? I really don't have interest at all. You know what some of this card attribute? Okay, what's the first effect? Indifferent? Nope. You know what this card's attributing? If this card is normal summoned without attributing a special summoned, blah blah blah. If this card is attributed, you can target once on the field, return it to hand. Is this just the exact same as the other card, but it's SR now, just for added value? Isn't this just the exact same as the other one, but probably just different scale, wherever it is? This one? It's actually a difference though. Like much of a difference. It's just different. It's just the opposite. It's not even a different scale. Wait, it's the same scale. Why do we care? Is it just the same as the other one? Oh, it's level 6, so 1 tribute instead. But aren't you tributing this card? Aren't you meant to be getting rid of this card? Alright, I'm gonna give this a fat... Oh, I don't care. Moving on. Psychic Mega Cyber. Oh my god, more Cyber Dragon support. Pog. If your opponent controls more spell and trap cards than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can special summon one Psychic Mega Cyber once per turn this way. When this card declares an attack on an opponent's effect monster while you have a Jinzo, you can tribute this card, place that opponent's monster face up in the spell and trap card zone as a continuous trap. Right. Okay. I mean, this makes it easier to summon this boy because it's level 6. Doesn't make it easier to special summon out Jinzo though. So currently I've seen no cards that actually help summon the Jinzo. Outside of if your opponent says yes, smile. Like, this card seems okay, but what's the point if you can't actually get out your Jinzo? It's like, isn't Jinzo just like really... I forgot what we got in game for this card, but it's nothing that great, right? Although somebody did tell me that the skills are more exciting to look for, so maybe the skills will help. Special summon it, then tribute it for Jinzo? Well, that's pretty cringe. That's a pretty cringe way of doing it. You lose your monster. We're trying to make the Xyz monster here. That's not going to help for it. The old Jinzo trap. Trap card for searching. Pog. Nah. Not too excited. I see this card, I'm like, wow, it could be good, but it doesn't seem to actually make this deck playable. Yeah, I'm looking for stuff that actually makes this deck playable, and I don't actually... Yeah, I haven't seen enough stuff for it yet, so... Can't really be excited about this without, like, actual support behind it, you know? Alright. Curse Necrofear. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by a card effect. You can target 3 of your banished fiend monsters. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, shuffle those banished monsters into the deck. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed in your monster zone by an opponent's card effect and sent out this turn, special summon this card from your graveyard. Okay. Then you can destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of face-ups, and trap cards you control with different names. Okay, it's pretty cool, pretty neat. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not sure what deck we'd use him in particular, but if there's some kind of fiend deck, it'd be pretty nuts. 3 banished fiend monsters. How are we banishing 3 fiend monsters for this boy? What do we got? What's the strat, boys? Anyone got a strat? Why'd you make rank 6 Jinzo card instead of Rhino like most of the time? Summon Rhino, smile. BA? BA is a good idea. Holy shit, you guys have already found my YouTube video for me. PogChamp. We just get one copy of this card, play Burning Abyss, and we're good to go. Summon Dark Necrophere, then summon this. Oh my god. Brad's got the YouTube video ready. No meme though. The actual BA idea seems pretty fucking nuts. Not like nuts as in like you'd actually play this meta-wise, but it seems like an actual probable summon of this monster, you know? That isn't shit, because you're playing Burning Abyss, which isn't a shit deck, so... Poggers? Might actually use this in that video. That sounds fun. Okay. Double Necrophere on the field, then rank 8. Oh my god, the play is growing. The play is fucking growing, boys. Heliopolis, oh my god, it's growing. Yeah, he's not meta in Duel Links, but it's good. It's fucking a good deck, okay? Surely if I just click this, there's like fucking... Surely it's like one of the top 3... Not top 3, but the top 3 lines of decks, right? Is it not? Where is Burning Abyss? There it is, yeah. It's literally in the second line of decks, although this is fucking... God, no one uploads Duel Links decks anymore. There it is. Top 3 lines. It's definitely a good enough deck for Kogan, so... Might be fun. Alright, I assume there is some skills maybe down here somewhere that might be used with it too, I hope, because this is Bakura, and this seems like a very Bakura card, right? Is this a Bakura card? 11 whole decks. What in a live game? You know, honestly, I don't think Duel Links is as dead as we all think it is. It's just kind of dead from the competitive side. So websites like this don't really show that much anymore. But like, I don't think it's that dead viewership wise. Like, I noticed a lot of my box opening, or not boxing, opening like weak box decks things have been doing okay, not terrible. They're not doing fantastic or anything, but not doing bad. I think my Cybranger deck got like 20k on day 1, which is kind of like, they only added Manju, guys. So I don't know. Hopefully the viewership stays a little bit at that level so we can keep making some Duel Links content, but I don't know. We'll see. Alright, moving on. Alright. Gandora Giga Rays the Dragon of Destruction. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be first build or summon from your hand by sending 2 other monsters from your hand and or field to the graveyard. This card gains 200 attack for each banished card. Once per turn, you can pay half your life points, apply its effect depending on the number of Gandora monsters with different names in your graveyard. Destroy all other cards on the field. Banish all other cards on the field. Banish all other cards on the field and in the graveyards. Alright. You have to have Gandora monsters in the graveyard to use its effect. It's kind of a bra moment. So you have to open this and the Gandora. That card ain't even the TCG. Duel Links exclusive? Very pog. Duel Links might just die from the content it brings. I mean, we already know Duel Links has been has died off a lot viewership wise and content wise or player base wise or whatever. But I'm just saying it doesn't seem like it's as dead as we all think it is. Like, it seems there's still an active player base for it. There's probably like a bunch of people. There's literally 180 people still watching a box review for it, so it can't be that dead. OCG exclusive? Yeah, I think the main issue with this card for is that you actually have to have Gandoras in the grave, which is kind of cringe. Skill adds Gandora. New skill. Does seem like a pretty fun card though. I do like the Gandora banishing effects. They're pretty fun. So I do like that. Destroys all other cards on the field is a pretty powerful effect. Watching you. I'm well aware that you are looking at me. Watching just to support you? Okay. Okay, well. Maybe I'll just keep Duel Links alive then. Twitch viewership for Duel Links is down. I think looking at Twitch viewership for Duel Links is... Or Twitch viewership and... Yeah, Twitch viewership for Duel Links isn't a good estimate anyway, because there was only ever one big streamer for Duel Links. Literally only ever one. There were people that were like 200 viewers, 300 viewers peak. Even Guns was probably only like... At his peak was not super large or anything. There was only ever one big streamer for Duel Links, and that was Decade. So when Decade left, Twitch viewership left as well. That's just, So I think looking at Twitch factors for that is bad. I think you should look at just YouTube stuff. Also, important to note that generally YouTube audience is a lot more, I don't want to say normie, but it's a lot more, there's a lot more people that watch YouTube than Twitch in general. So looking at YouTube viewership is probably better than looking at Twitch viewership if a game's dying. Yeah. Anyway, we should probably talk about the actual cards in this box, Anyway, this card, fun card. Unless there's a Pogger skill for it, not going to be played. Moving on. Alright. Oh god, why? Okay. Skybase. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce his name. Cannot be special summoned. Requires 3 Quill tributes to normal summon / set. If this card is normal summon / set, it is unaffected by spell and trap card effects. Oh my god. And activated by the effects from any monster whose original level is lower than this card's current level. Why do I burp me so much? Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls. Take control of it until the end phase. So you have to tribute 3. So you just... Oh, okay. Tribute 3. Get this thing out. 2900 attack. It's unaffected by most monsters in the game.
Shut up,
I find it weird that we're just getting Cursed Necrofear, and not Dark Spirit of Banishment and Silence, considering they're meant to combo with Destiny Board, and we ain't ever getting that.
Hey, we've got a skill that's Destiny Board, alright? Just be thankful we've got the skill for it. I don't actually know what those other cards are, though. Thank you for the $10, though. Yeah, I don't actually know what those other cards are. Yeah, so this card, I mean, it seems pretty good, but its attack stat's kind of low. Because you get 3 out for this thing. There's a lot of resources used for this monster. Is that even worth it? Because, like, you're ending on this, right? This is what you end on. You can't even lethal your opponent if you end on this. So what's the point of it? Use Stabilizer or Santa Claus? I mean, it just doesn't seem like the rest of the deck you can play as like a beatdown deck where you try to like OTK your opponent, especially with the dude that special summons others from deck when he's tributed or whatever. I forgot who it was. One of these guys. But this card, it's like you can't even kill your opponent with this. You need 5-card combo to bring it out turn 1. We do have some searches for it. Curse destroys cards for each face-up spell and trap cards on the field. That just protects them. I mean, if we're not getting Destiny Board cards, we wouldn't really get the... if we're not getting the actual Destiny Board cards because you have the skill, we're probably not going to get those cards anyway. Pendulum Sign, back out a Quill, and there's another. So how are you getting the 3 monsters out initially, though? Because you have to get out 3 monsters without Pendulum Summoning. Tribute summon this, special summon out the others? Banner Search lethal, Quill's a slow control, I guess. And I'm just trying to figure out a reason why this card's specifically, like, one you want to run. I mean, I guess if your opponent has a monster, you can just take it, of course. So, your opponent just has to have a big monster, right? The crit spell? Okay. Oh, it doesn't seem that bad. It seems pretty... The whole archetype as a whole seems pretty good. Seems okay. Maybe I'm just undervaluing a lot of the stuff in there because I just don't care about it enough. Let's do a poll, chat. Let's ask chat's opinion, right? Because I'm really not someone to ask about pendulums because I just don't care about them at all in the slightest. Literally zero fucks. So let me just ask the chat. Oh god. Poll. Alright, chat. Is this best deck? Let me know. Yes or no? Does that poll even work? I didn't even see a poll on my end. That's oh no, there it is. It shows up in OBS, but not on my... Okay. What's chat voting? Hang on. I have to open it in an actual web browser. Penned best deck is being voted for? You guys are voting for penned best deck? Guys, what's that about, huh? What's happening here? Oh my god. Alright, so it must be a good deck then. Chat is in favor of it. Chat's actually in favor of it. Okay, it actually is best deck. Alright then. Well, there you go. Alright. Now for the next part is we need to look at the skills. So we've got some Bakura skills to look at.
Also, me with a max level Esperoba and already having a JINZO deck seeing the JINZO cards. This box is gonna be fun. It's definitely good for people that have already like memeing with the cards, right? And I know a lot of people do enjoy just playing a lot of people do enjoy just playing JINZO as a whole anyway, so if you like memeing, it'll be fun. But from a competitive standpoint, that deck seems like utter garbage. Alright, let's have a look at these new skills. So we don't know which skills we're actually getting. We can just pray that we're actually getting the skills we want. Alright. Let's see, any good ones in here. Skills. White Magician's Shining Shield. Can be used if you control a spellcaster type monster. Roll a die 2 times. Monsters your opponent controls with a level equal to or greater than the sum of that result cannot attack during your opponent's next turn. Okay, I mean... Okay. I don't really know what to say about that one, that's just in. Okay. Oh shit, why is my thing so big? I should minimize this. Yeah, not sure about that one. Not a fan, I don't think. Just kind of like it's like a protection-y thing, I guess. Like a delay the inevitable. Yeah, nah. White Magician's Defensive Spell. Can be used if you control a spellcaster type monster. Roll a die 2 times and apply the appropriate effect based on the result. 2. Decrease defense of all monster opponent controls by 1,000. Okay. 3 to 7. Decrease defense of all monsters your opponent controls by 700. Oh my god. I mean, at least it's always guaranteed to reduce. Moving on. If you have 5 or more Fiend type or Zombie type monsters with different names in your deck, you have an improved chance of having a Fiend type or Zombie type monster in your starting hand. You cannot spell summon or activate monster effects until the end of the main phase of your first turn. Moving on. Okay, monster encounter. Send one Fiend type or Zombie type non-effect monster from your hand to the graveyard. Roll a die 2 times and play one Fiend type monster or Zombie type non-effect monster with the level rank below from your graveyard based on the result. 2. Level rank 8 or lower, 3 or 11, or 3 to 11, level rank 4 or lower, 12. Level rank 2 or lower. What the fuck? That one's a bit harsh. That's not likely, right? Is this 3 and 11's most likely? By a long shot?
Okay, I mean, that's not terrible. It's like a free special summon by sending a fiend. It also sends a fiend to the graveyard, so if there's a certain fiend that you want in the graveyard, you can now put one in there. The skill can only be used if you can deck with a begin a draw with a deck excluding the extra deck that includes at least one monster and contains no monsters other than fiend type or zombie type monsters. Fiend type or zombie type monsters. I mean, won't be something cool you can do with this. Skull Servant skill? Possible. You put a Skull Servant in grave. Special summon it back. Something. Oh. Oh. I see. Well, okay. They still send the fiend, I guess. Okay, moving on. Kind of falling asleep reading these skills. Can be used during a duel where you have a ritual summoned, a ritual monster whose original level is 8 or higher. Add one field spell card from your deck to your hand, then return one card from your hand to the bottom of the deck. This skill can be used if you begin a duel with a deck that contains at least 4 ritual monsters and 4 ritual cards. Huh. That actually might be usable for something. What's this aimed at? What ritual deck uses a field spell? I know Megaliths have one. What's it aimed at? Because I know Megaliths have one, right? Zork? Does Zork have field spell? Does he? Is the text-to-speech going to read that out? Or I'm going to read it out. Come on, text-to-speech. Read it out for me.
Shut up, Mokuba.
In case you don't know, in the first Yu-Gi-Oh series, aka Green Hair Kaiba, Bakura was introduced as a guy who played a tabletop RPG. Their game terms.
Yeah, I know what a tabletop RPG is. But don't we already have, like, Duke Devlin that's meant to be the tabletop guy in Duel Links already? So why would they make Bakura the tabletop guy in Duel Links when we already have, like, Bakura? I was like, what? Whatever. Oh, they don't play ritual spells? True. So, Zork? Demise? If I just look up no, I look up field spell. Is that not a thing? Oh, okay. Then just look up ritual. BLS Zephyr. What the fuck is this for? Oh, the ruin stuff. Drytron. There's not a whole lot really. There's it's like BLS. BLS support, I guess. If you want to use it for that. Don't think we really need it though. Didn't we already get like a really good skill anyway? And Necro Valley, that is true. We can just use it to add generic field spells, so you can just add Necro Valley to hand. New Cyber Angel skill that ends on a Necro Valley. Negate your own Dakini's effect to add cards back to hand, poggers. Some Dakini search Necro Valley, yep. Negate my own Dakini search effect. That sounds like a banger. No longer let us use the ritual spell that shuffles cards back into deck. Banger. be fair, there's other ritual spells, right? Like there's that God damn, I forgot the name. What's not ritual spells? Other field spells, right? There's that field spell that like limits the amount of summons you can do. I forget the names of all these cards, to be honest. There's like the one that limits the amount of summons you can do and shit, right? Yeah, let's see if I can quickly find it by just scrolling. Search for Toon Kingdom, Pog. Where is it? Zombie World Search? That's kind of cool.
Card games on motorcycles!
Summon Breaker, that's it. Yes, that's kind of a cool card. You can tech into some decks now. Pretty cool, pretty cool. You can put this in Side Ranger now if you want to. Not really sure what else you can do with it, but and the cool thing is you can run it as just a one-off, right? So that's pretty cool. Zombie World Vengeance, kind of a cool idea too. I don't think Zombie World funks enough decks in Duel Links though to be worth running as just like a tech card. But yeah, actually a good skill though. That's good. So because it's a good skill, you can guarantee that Konami are not going to add it. Alright, moving on. Determination to fight. Apply either of the following effects and place one Girgaeus Gandora of Destruction or one Gandora X. What the fuck is this first one? Raise Gandora of Destruction or one Gandora X the Dragon of Demolition to your graveyard from outside of your deck. Is this Giga Raise the one we just got? Is that this dude? Fuck it. Why is the website lagging? Wait. Have I missed the website? Giga Raise? I guess it is. Play either of the following effects, then place one blah 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 blah. Return one card from your hand to the deck, add one Gandora monster from your deck to your hand. You can also normal summon one Gandora monster in addition to your regular normal summon during this turn. Send one gadget monster from your field to the graveyard, and then play one Silent Magician or Silent Magician Level 4 from outside your deck. What? What? What is this gadget part? This skill can only be used if you begin the duel with a deck excluding extra deck that contains at least 10 gadget, Silent Swordsman, or Silent Magician monsters. What meme is this? What meme is this? Read Demolition, alright. When this card is normal or special summoned from the hand, you can destroy as many other monsters in the field as possible, and if you do inflict damage to your opponent equal to the highest attack of all monsters among us, they destroy monsters. This card's attack becomes equal to the damage inflicted to your opponent by this effect. Once per turn during your end phase, half your life points. I mean, it's a cool card and all, but I'm looking at the fact that they just dumped this bombshell on me. Like, the skill kind of looked fun until I saw this. I was like, oh. I'm restricted out of using a fun skill again by having to play gadgets or Silent Swordsmans. Wow. Among Us. Amogus. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. It seems really like, okay. Probably would have been a fun meme skill, only it's locked you into gadgets, so I don't know. I mean, you can use some cool I'm just wondering if it's like even consistent enough to summon like the new Gandora guy. I guess it like almost is, or kind of. You can summon this guy guaranteed and then get a board nuke at least, so it's like a guaranteed summon of this. -3 summon this. Hope your opponent doesn't respond with a card effect. But I mean, at least it is a search for it, so. Alright, moving on though. Hopefully there's a better search. The following effects can be used once per draw. Send one level 8 dark monster from your hand to the graveyard, then draw one card. Can be used before your normal draw if you have at least 3 monsters in your graveyard. Instead of conducting your normal draw, add one level 5 or higher monster to your hand from your graveyard. Then select the 3 fiend type monsters in your graveyard and banish them. The skill can be used if you add in blah blah blah. I'm going to use one dark necrophere and no monsters other than fiend type or zombie type monsters. Hope you have necrophere in hand? What the fuck am I reading? You play Beaver Warrior to use the skill? I wish. Where's my Beaver Warrior skill at? Alright, moving on. I'm not particularly interested in that one. Supernatural Tactics. Summon a monster on your field that would originally belong to your opponent or a monster on your field with a JINZO in its text to the graveyard. Then play one Mega Cyber from outside of your deck. Which one is Mega Cyber? I'm just going to do this to find out. Mega Cyber. Shoot this one, right? Okay. Okay. Oh, the Fiend Mega Cyber. Oh no, it is this one. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay. Following this, if your opponent does not control any trap cards, place one Cyber Raider to your opponent's spell and trap card zone from the side of your deck as a continuous trap card. You can special summon only machine type monsters during this turn. Now activate this skill. What the fuck? Econ activate this. Pretty cool. Pretty sick. Give your opponent a trap. Dude, imagine you could choose what zone you put the trap in. Just choose your opponent's pendulum zones. Just choose your opponent's pendulum zones, lock them out of pendulum summoning. Yeah, I don't think it's letting us do that though. I mean, this one actually seems. Did my headset just die? Oh god. That normally causes the stream to freeze, so I hope the stream didn't freeze. Hope the stream didn't freeze. Because I'll find out when chat tells me in a bit. I mean, it's a fun skill. It actually seems like it might be more of a playable skill, compared to some of the other ones at least. Alright, success or failure. Can be used if you control a face-up monster at the beginning of your battle phase. Roll a 10-sided die 2 times and apply the appropriate effect based on the result. 0-0. Your opponent gains 1,000 attack. Oh, your monster gains 1,000 attack in turn. God damn, that's pretty fat. And the rest of them are just kind of don't really care. Whatever. I don't really care about the rest. This is just a meme skill. Alright. I think, chat, that's probably gonna do it. Any final remarks, chat? I think that's gonna do it. What I gathered from this box review is that I'm excited for only 2 specific cards. This dude and the Necrophere guy. These are the only cards I really care about having fun with. Everything else is just a hard pass. And to be fair, I don't even know if I own many many Gravekeeper cards in game at the moment, so I might not even be able to play Gravekeeper even if I wanted to. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for the stream. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe so you know when I do these streams and you can watch them and box reviews and stuff. I think I might be streaming tomorrow for the normal rarity event thing, whatever it is. So I might be doing that tomorrow. I think I might make a video tomorrow too for it again. So yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, stuff like that. Pay -100, shut the fuck up. I rate this box -800 out of 10. Alright, that's a good meme. What a shame though. There's only like 2 cards in this box. I'm actually like wow, I actually want to kind of play them, you know? I mean, this is like a free video to make, I guess. Just stick one of these in your deck, poggers as your video. pretty lame, though. I think here's how my box review is going to do. My box opening is going to go. I'm going to try and open for one copy of this. Just the one. Try to get as many of this as possible. With as little money as possible. And if we don't get many of these, we just won't bother and we'll just make an Amazonas video and call it a day. Alright boys, that's gonna call it though. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. I'll catch you later at some point. Yeah, but the difference is here, Brad. I can run this card at one copy, so we get one copy of this, we're donezo. We can make a video just off the Amazonas card. If we don't get this card, I'm just not going to spend money anymore. I'll just go for this card, get my one copy, and go make a video on it. I like one copy of this, though. Getting one copy of this and one copy of this is 2 videos alone. This card's just kind of like, you know, backup, you know? Or stuff I actually want to play, but we're never going to get that, so... Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in.